Hey Nintendo Switch 2 fans, we're going to be doing a new weekly series on the channel where we take a look at the Nintendo Switch 2 subreddit and see what people are saying about the Switch 2 and little memes and all that good stuff. So if you're excited to see what people are saying about the Switch 2, please like, subscribe, click the bell icon down below. It really helps out a lot. Also check the links in the video description for all my favorite Nintendo Switch 2 accessories. And if you're looking at the bottom left, if you tap on the bottom left, if you're watching your phone, there should be a products thing here with the two Nintendo Switch 2 Express microSD cards from SanDisk directly. The only place you could actually pre-order these things right now if you're wanting to get a microSD card, so go check that out. And lastly, check out our 24-hour, 7-day-a-week Nintendo Switch 2 stock tracking stream. It's actually got a stock script here that will play a loud alarm the second pre-orders open back up at all the different retailers. We're expecting GameStop to drop, we're expecting Best Buy and Target to drop, and we're expecting Amazon and Newegg to drop as well. So the second any of them go live, it should play a loud alert on the stream. We've got all the late Switch 2 news there, we've got a countdown, and we've got a great community that's always talking about Switch 2. So if you want to go hang out, come say hi. I'll always be there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the next couple of months. Come hang out at our stream. Link in the video description and on my channel page. But yes, let's get over to the Switch 2 subreddit. So let's see what people are saying. So, what the Switch 2 camera should look like. Oh man, Lucky 2 just floating there in a little cloud with a camera there. That would have been sick if they made the camera look like that. I don't know why they've... I mean, I understand why they've made the camera look really sleek and make it look like a, you know, a Samsung device, a lot more high-end. It doesn't look like a childish thing. But let's be honest, the kid in our hearts would love this if this was the camera. That would be so cool. We're all a kid inside, right? Or a kid at heart, I should say. Evil Nintendo. Affordable games. PlayStation and Xbox fans. Why would Nintendo do this? Backwards compatibility confirmed for the Switch 2, huh? Oh, that's right, you can put the Joy-Cons on backwards. That's one thing we covered in a previous video yesterday. I was noticing the guy at IGN that was doing a video in a showcase of the Switch 2 at the Nintendo Switch 2 event. Basically, he put the tablet portion upside down. So now the Joy-Cons can go on any direction, upside down, the right side way up, whatever you want. Yeah, apparently the Joy-Cons cannot only go on one way anymore. Nintendo completely overlooked that. So if you want to put your Switch 2 on backwards, you can. Joy-Cons on backwards, you can if you want. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Maybe you've got a really weird bent out of shape neck and you this is the way you need to play. Well, you can play that. We'll see. I'm sure people will make memes and do weird things with this at some point. I could already see. You could already see some manufacturer in China making some sort of like mirror device that mirrors the screen from the back and it like projects it out into a bigger display. The weird things. You know what people do. Oh no, look, we're looking inside of Best Buy, I think. Is that Best Buy? Is that a Best Buy store? They're already putting up signage for the Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, sorry. They're already putting up signage for the Nintendo Switch 2 at Best Buy stores, releasing in 2025. Oh, that's exciting. Visit bestbuy.com/Switch2 for new information. One thing that they're not doing at bestbuy.com/Switch2 is selling Switch 2 pre-orders, but we are expecting them to restock soon. So like I said, go check our 24-hour stock tracking stream for news on restocks and obviously for the alarm to be alerted if you want to keep the stream up in the background. And here's a pretty good comparison right here. Somebody's already bought themselves a Nintendo Switch 2 screen protector set. And like I says, we actually recommend a Switch 2 screen protector here on one of my previous videos. If you want to go check the link down below in the video description, go check it out. It's available for $764 for a set of 4 tempered glass screen protectors with the frame, the alignment frame, just to make sure you get it on perfectly. But the individual makes a really good point. Look at the size of the screen increase. Granted, the screen's not borderless. There will be black edges and black borders in here, but it just shows you the size difference compared to, obviously, the Switch OLED and the new Switch 2. Absolutely nuts. Oh, I love those lime green Joy-Cons. Midnight launch. Who else will be picking theirs up at midnight release and then immediately going to work after? That will be me, lol. I'm thinking of camping out and trying to grab one on release day. Work shift starts at 4 AM, so I'm with you on the straight to work situation. 9 PM at my Best Buy is sweet. I'm getting mine from GameStop at midnight, then doing an opening shift the next morning. Laugh my ass off. I'm doing it, lol. I'll be at GameStop at 11, reliving my youth. The only difference is my knee hurts and I wear a hat because, you know, the ladies don't know you're an old bald pile of fat if you do that. Okay, now my sleep is more important. I'll go in the afternoon, requested the day off and told my boss I got to get the Switch 2, laugh my ass off. I hope my GameStop does a midnight release. You've been fired, sir. Taking a day off to go buy a game console, a Nintendo Switch 2? You're fired. Don't come back in the morning. You'll have all the time in the world to go get a Switch 2 because you're unemployed now. This guy's got a good idea. Picking it up at 10 p.m., going to set it up, play a quick race on Mario Kart, and then go back to bed because I have to be up at 6 in the next morning. Nintendo when changing the eShop logo. So there we go. There's the old eShop logo. There's Mo from Mo's Tavern on The Simpsons. Changing it to the new eShop logo, and there's all the Nintendo fans crying. Are you sad that they've changed the eShop logo? And here's a post from Andrew Cole, NYC. He says, the Switch 2 has been needlessly exhausting. First, it was years of 8-minute videos, just long enough for mid-roll ads, bad articles, and posts about every tiny speculation, leak, photo, rumor, and then they finally announce it early due to leaks, and there was an awkward gap until we can order. The orders get delayed due to tariffs. Even still, I don't have an order because I couldn't get one because they went like hotcakes. I have the Nintendo Switch Online thing, but people are saying those might not be available until after launch day. They can't handle demand inside Japan. I mean, I love my Switch 1. I want a Switch 2. But I miss the days when you could just see an ad and just buy the damn thing. I feel like it would be less of a roller coaster to get a heart transplant. Very true. And like I said, guys, go check our 24-hour stock tracking stream for the Switch 2. It should hopefully make pre-ordering one a little bit easier. We don't know when they're going to restock. We don't know when pre-orders are going to open back up for Switch 2. But what we do know is that this alarm on our stock tracking stream is tracking all the retailers 24 hours a day, so it should help you get the upper hand of bots and scalpers, right? So go check it out. If only Andrew Cole knew that there were trackers and restock trackers out there to help make his life a little bit easier. Somebody says, Original Gamalo says, it sounds like a lot of exhaustion comes from your own focus and expectations. You could have chosen to ignore leaks, bad articles and posts, not try to get another pre-order and just walk into Best Buy one day and see it on the shelf. And everything you described is an internet/social media problem, not a Switch 2 problem. I was 20 plus minutes late to the pre-order launch because I forgot it wasn't in my time zone. Still managed to get a pre-order, and then I got another pre-order for my brother when I randomly saw Walmart put them back up, and I was like 2 hours late for that one. My point is, if you really tried, you would have a pre-order right now, if you're in the US at least. Do you agree with Jednat over on Reddit? Do you think that people just aren't trying hard enough? Some dang Excel says, Walmart restocked pre-orders every morning for 2 days after the initial pre-order launched. Stock was available for hours. If you really tried, you'd have one by now. Here's a funny post. I finally got it. #1 bestseller, $2.99. Oh my god, I can see people making this mistake. Going on to Amazon looking for the Switch 2 and then seeing this and be like, oh, it's the Switch 2. Let me buy it now. #1 bestseller. This must be it. Adding it to cart and like check it out. I can see somebody doing this for somebody's birthday, like a grandma or a parent or something, saying, well, son, I got you a Switch 2. Got it off Amazon. But mom, dad, it isn't on Amazon. Oh, it is. I've ordered it. Only for it to come and find out it's the original Switch. There will be those people out there that have made this mistake. Yay, me realizing I don't have to buy the Switch 2 camera because I have no friends to talk with. It's true. Here's a funny meme as well. Everyone that was complaining about wanting Nintendo to drop the price for the Switch 2, but this is also them the second the pre-orders went live. So true, dude. So true. Your friend has the hoary Piranha Plant camera. That's what it looked like in their webcam. Yes, if you don't know, the hoary Piranha Plant webcam only runs at 480p, and as you know, they're planning on people putting the Switch 2 on their entertainment center, you know, below their TV or next to their TV, and having the camera there as well. And if you're sitting like 10 feet away from the camera, and it's a 480p camera, and they're trying to crop into your face for certain games, it's going to look pretty damn bad, and you know it is. So that meme really hits home and makes me laugh a little bit. Out of curiosity, let's see what people have to say. 480p should be illegal in 2025. Someone in line at GameStop asked if it was available for pre-order. Even the GameStop employee was like, are you sure? And he said, oh, I won't use it, but it's a Piranha Plant. I have to order it. That's true. That's the first thing I thought when I saw this thing. Before even knowing it was 480p, I was like, I just want to buy this just to put on my shelf behind me and look cool, right? But to use as an actual webcam with a 480p camera and be sitting like 10, 15 feet away from it, I don't know, dude. And here's another post of somebody who went to the Nintendo Switch 2 event at their local city. Have you been to them yet? There was one nearby me, but I decided not to go. But yeah, there we go. Look at that. People are going and experiencing the Switch 2 in person right now, which is super cool. And here we go. It's great not having to worry. Everybody's scrambling to secure a pre-order. That's us on our 24-hour stream right now. And me waiting till May 8th to pre-order via Nintendo email. Well, I've got bad news for you, buddy, because Nintendo announced themselves that even if you were one of those people that are waiting for a Nintendo email, you might get it after release day. Nintendo basically said that they're struggling to keep up with demand. So if you're waiting for an invite to buy it via email from Nintendo, you might be waiting till after release to even get an email to buy it, or you might be waiting till after release to get your Switch 2 because they're struggling to keep up with demand right now. So yeah, this guy, I hope he gets his email to buy it before, and I hope he gets it on release day, but I wouldn't be too relaxed, dude. We don't know when, you don't know the stock situation going forward. And here, went to the Switch 2 experience in Berlin, and here are my thoughts. Here's the pictures of him obviously trying out the Switch 2, looking at the accessories. I love how they're doing these pop-up events. So yesterday, I went to the Switch 2 experience in Berlin and tried out some new games, and of course the console itself and its features. Mario Kart World, a good upgrade that gladly feels distinct enough from past entries. The KO mode is the best thing that could have happened to the franchise, though I must admit that the Grand Prix mode is worse than before. It's still a good game and I'm hyped for launch day. Hades 2, I don't know, it was not overwhelming. It's still good and it's Hades, but the demo was not mind-blowing. Metroid Prime 4, my favourite game from the event. The visuals are gorgeous, mouse mode works perfect in this game, and the demo was a lot of fun. It in fact was so good I went to store afterwards and grabbed MP1 Metroid Prime 1 remastered because I never played multiplayer or Metroid Prime before. Sorry, MP I always associate with multiplayer. Cyberpunk, very good port. Graphically it obviously stinks compared to other consoles, but it's nowhere near as bad as Witcher 3 on Switch 1. It runs well, looks good enough to be docked, and very good in handheld mode. A perfect day one single player game. Zelda Breath of the Wild and TOTK Switch 2 Edition, better than expected. The videos on YouTube did these upgrades dirty. The games look absolutely fabulous. The graphical improvements alone are good enough to revisit these games on Switch 2. As I am a member of Nintendo Switch Online EP, I will definitely out some time to get these games again, or put some time into them, he says. Now, Donkey Kong Bonanza, a fun 3D platformer that will be a blessing for completionists. Anywhere you want to go, you will find something. Many elements are recycled or remade from Odyssey or past 3D Marios, but in a good way. It will definitely be the best 3D Mario substitute somebody can get. Drag X Drive, yeah, no lies here, this game sucks. The mouse mode works good here, obviously, and the HD Rumble was good, was cool, but other than that, the controls are horrible, and this game will have a worse fate than ARMS had. I would rather pick up the Welcome Tour for $10. This was every game I tried. Other than that, I can see the console and handheld mode feels way better than before. Joy-Cons are finally usable, and although they lack Hall effect, the sticks definitely are improved. Hopefully they will not drift, and the Pro Controller also will get some smaller quality of life updates, which will make it way more comfortable to use. For people who play much, this will be an investment worth the money. This is everything I have to say. I had lots of fun at the event. So there we go. That is the guy's first impressions of the Switch 2, which I think is one of the most insightful impressions of the Switch 2 that I've seen. Homer Simpson. Also, that's what my concern has been with Cyberpunk on Switch 2. Witcher 3 is so pixelated and rough in handheld on Switch 1, but Cyberpunk looks way more crisp than Witcher 3 does then. I could not believe what my eyes were seeing during the Direct when they showed off Drag X Drive. I was like, they felt comfortable showing this to us? It's wild how drastically different opinions I've seen about Cyberpunk are. Always good to see more people experiencing Metroid and loving it. Enjoy Remaster, it's a faithful update. The gameplay holds up incredibly well. Scan everything you can if you're ever stuck. So, some fun lore in there as well. And Prime 4 is the system seller for me and why I got the pre-order. So all the positive press I've seen of it is great. Not watching any trailers or anything, want to go in as blind as possible. And why is Grand Prix worse than before? Also, I'm Jelly Law. So there we go, that's a brief look at what's going on Reddit around the Switch 2. Let me know if you agree with the opinions shared, and let me know if you agree with the memes. I'm Blaze2K. Please like, subscribe, click the bell icon for more Switch 2 news as we get closer to the June 5th release date. Obviously, check out our Nintendo Switch 2 stock tracking stream if you want to try and beat bots and scalpers. Check the links down here on the bottom left of the video and below the description or in the description for the link to the SanDisk page to buy the 256GB micro SD. And if you want to put a pre-order in for the 1TB Lexar 1TB Play Pro micro SD, then I'll put a link to that in the video description as well. And also check out the JSOX Nintendo Switch 2 accessories, some really great cases and everything there, guys. I really recommend you click the link down below and go check these out because they have something for everyone. But that's it for me today. Have a great weekend, and as always, subscribe for more Switch 2 news. I'll be posting multiple videos every day, keeping you up to date on the breaking edge, the bleeding edge, the tip of the spear for Nintendo Switch 2 news. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Like I said, stay safe, stay happy, and get excited for the Switch 2. See you later in the next one.